Hello, my name is Aya, and today I'm going to be talking to you about subject verb agreement. So, subject verb agreement is basically when a singular noun and singular verb match up, and or a plural noun and plural verb match up. For example, I am a good baker. I is a singular noun and am is a singular verb. Another example would be we are really good helpers. We is a plural noun and are is a plural verb. Some tricky nouns are the Rolling Stones, no one, couple of grapes, and nobody, everybody, anyone, everyone, someone, track team, and others. And when oops, go back. And when you have these tricky nouns, sometimes it can be hard to know which ones are singular and which ones are plural. For example, everyone. Let's use everyone. Everyone at the hotel. In this case, it's singular because when we're talking about all the people at the hotel, we're talking about it as if it was all one thing. So, with that being said, everyone becomes singular. Everyone's kind of cousins or compatriots are everybody, anyone, anybody, no one, and nobody. And all of these nouns are singular nouns, which means they require singular verbs. For an example, me and my friends was or were racing to the basketball court. The answer would be were, because friends is a plural noun. And like we said earlier, a plural noun needs a plural verb, and in this case, were is the plural verb. Okay, let's play kind of a game. How it's gonna work is I'll give you the question, I'll give you the rule. You have to try to figure out the answer before I give you the answer. You have 5 seconds to figure what you think the answer is out. And just to let you know, all these rules are coming from the Little Gold Grammar book, and I will put the link to that book in the description box below. Okay, since we already did number 1, let's move on to number 2. Rule: if two items joined by and are deemed to be a single unit, then the subject is considered singular and a singular verb is required. Okay, here's the question. Spaghetti and meatballs are or is my favorite thing to have for dinner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is. So if you got is, you were correct. Okay, number 3. Here's the rule. Pseudo compound subjects do not make singular subjects plural. Pseudo compound subjects include the following: as well as, along with, besides, in addition to, and altogether with. Here's the question. On the news, it said that the thief has or have been caught. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is has. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Here's the rule. Prepositional phrases introduced by a preposition, can never contain the subject of a sentence. Note that some of the most common prepositions include of, in, to, by, for, and from. A definition of the word preposition, as well as a glossary of other grammatical terms, can be found in Chapter 2 of the Gold Grammar Book. Okay, here's the question. Everybody is or are supposed to do this paper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is is. Okay. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why we're going to do 5 and 6 at the same time, and that's because it's just they both have the same rule. So, we basically just be using the same rule for two different questions. That's why we're doing them both together. Okay. So, the rule for both of these is there there is, there are, and here is, here are constructions represent special situations where the verb comes before the subject, not after the subject. Also, this is a little extra. The normal order in English sentences is subject verb object or SVO. There is, there are, and here is, here are sentences are tricky because they create situations in which the verb comes before the subject. Thus, these sentences constructions require that we look past the verb is or are in this case in order to identify the subject. Okay, so here are the two questions. Question 1. Here is or are the car I bought? Question 2. Are or is there any veggies in this? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer to question 1 is, and the answer to question 2 is are. Okay. Question for number 7 and 8, it's going to be just like we did before. Same rule, two questions. Okay, so the rule for this is when acting as subjects of a sentence, gerunds and infinitives are always singular and require singular verbs. Question 1. It makes make me happy when I see it. Question 2. To plan road trips to 3 different cities involves or involve the handling of many details. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer to question 1 is makes, and the answer to the question 2 is involves. Okay, on to 9 and 10. Now, I'm going to give you 10 seconds for this one because we're covering two rules which have two different questions to it. So, rule 1 is one body and thing identify indefinite pronouns are always singular. And rule 2 is certain indefinite pronouns, both few, many, and several, are always plural. Okay, the question to this rule right here is if you get this wrong, everyone fails. The question to this rule over here, if you can see my cursor, is the I do not know if we are or is ready for this. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, the answer to question 1 is fails, and the answer to question 2 is are. Okay, so we're on the last one, number 11. Here's the rule. Some and none indefinite pronouns may be singular or plural. Here's the question. Some of this problem makes or make sense. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is makes. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and your knowledge of singular or subject verb agreement, that is, has gone way up, and you understand it better than you